I can't stand when a student comes up to me 5 weeks into the semester, hasn't done a bit of homework, and tells me I'm lost. Do you know what I do? I go to the homework, I pull up the homework, and I see that they haven't done anything, and I say, I know why you're lost. You haven't done any homework. Come back to me when you've done homework. And then the student will say, and a lot of students say, well, I can't do the homework. Bull. You're telling me you can't do one single problem of homework. You're telling me that you can't do, -1 + 4. You're telling me you can't do any of the homework. That's a bunch of bull crap. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I have 6 classes, and I'm probably talking to 24 people. Okay, about 4 out of each class, 4 or 5 out of each class. And when that student said this morning, I need some help, I'm lost, and I said, hold on a minute, and I wasn't presenting the screen. It was at the beginning of class. I looked up the class, and they haven't even done the first section of homework. So I said, you need to work on your homework and send me some questions. Anyway.
That's not your fault. That's theirs.
Well, we are a product of our own decisions and our choices. And when you choose not to work or not to try, that's the choice you make. And you choose to wait till the last minute, that's the choice that you make. When people get fired or when people lose their jobs, it's usually from a choice that they made. Whether it's going to the principal's office or whether it's getting fired or whether it's being thrown in jail, it's a choice that you made. And I'll shut up.
So
thank you, Mr. Pack, for sending me questions after I vented. All right. We've got in this 10.1, Mr. Pack sending me questions because he feels guilty. No, I'm just kidding.
A little
Pack,
bit.
I appreciate you. Being a part. All right. Miss Wilson, did you ever get into the class?
To send you them, because when I was doing them, I was at my aunt's house for family game night, so I just forgot to actually send them.
That's fine. Miss Wilson, did you ever get into the class? I guess not. Let me see if I can get Miss Wilson in here. I don't know what y'all are doing to miss the call. I don't know what y'all are doing, but I would say out of 100 students, I have 2 or 3 that say they're not getting the call. So it's something that y'all are doing. Y'all as students, I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing it. Because, like I say, out of 100 students, I get like 2 or 3 that say they don't get the call. And it's either you're not logged on at the time or you're not available at the time. So I don't know what you're doing. Miss Wilson, I'm glad that you sent me a message. I don't know what's happening, but I hope you're here.
I'm here now.
Okay. All right. So the first question I got, let me see if I can put these by subject. And we're not in a big hurry because, like I say, y'all are working on test and homework. All of these are out of chapter 10. So let's do 10.1, 31/12. First of all, I'll tell you if it's a test question or not. The elements, blah, blah, blah. If a sample of seawater contains 40 ml, how many milliliters are in the sample? Okay, so it looks like to me we've got percentages here. And it says in a sample of seawater, and this is a sample of seawater and how the seawater is broken up. So 40 milliliters is your sample. So let's take our handy dandy. 40 milliliters is your sample. And they want to know by the statistics given in the orange box, what is the probability or, if a sample, how many milliliters of hydrogen are in the sample? So hydrogen is 10.82%. Now 10.82, we can't use that percent as a calculatable number. So what we need to do is change it into a decimal and multiply it by 40. And that's going to be 0.1082. So you take your handy dandy calculator and you take 0.10 and multiply it by 40, and that is your answer. So 4.328 milliliters is hydrogen. Or you could say this, 0.1082, or I'm sorry, 10.82% of 40 is what number? You could do it that way and say, okay, that's percent. So is of percent over 100. That's percent. So that's going to be 10.82 over 100 is equal to of 40. And what's going to go with is x. Cross multiply and solve for x. You get the same answer. Is that a test question? Oh, yeah. Anything having to do with taking a percent of a number, yes, that's going to be a test question. So that's a good example to go by right there. Good question. So we got to type in 4.328. 4.328, and the directions say round to 2. So that 8, we'll bump that up to a 3. And we feel good about ourselves. And that's a good test question, whoever sent it. Next. Now see, I don't understand what's hard about students sending questions. I just don't understand that. They go do their homework, they do the ones they can, and then they send me the questions they can't do. And I don't see what the problem is. 10.1, 40 in the book, number 14 online. So this is everybody's homework number 14 on 10.1. First of all, is it a test question? Yes, probably, since it's a word problem. The population of a country has been increasing for several decades. In 1990, the population was 239 million. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to write, I'm just going to write some stuff down. So you don't have to write it down. You can just read it. But in 1990, the population was 239 million.
I had a hard time on these questions too.
Okay. In 2014, the population was 301. I wonder if they want the rate of change. Yeah. Determine the percent increase. When I started working at Tri-County Tech, I always tell this story when I get a question like this. When I started working at Tri-County Tech, about 6 months after, there was 3 of us that got hired at the same time. The other 2, they already retired. I guess I need to retire too, but I don't want to. And one of them, we started at the same time. One of them emailed me about 6 months after we started and said, Hubert, I need some help. I got a report to do, blah, blah, or called me. They called me. How do you find the rate of change? You know, how something is something from one year to the other, percent rate of change. And I said, that's easy. New minus old over old multiplied by 100. Is this one of those things that you should learn? Yes. If nothing else you learn out of this class, you should learn percent change.
I actually put that on a flashcard.
Good for you. You
Because-
talking about now, or you had it before?
No, earlier when I was doing the question help and it shows you how to do it, it gives you that same, basically the same graph, I guess. And then
Well, I'm surprised it gave you new minus old over old. I'm surprised
it
that.
said amount in latest period
Oh,
versus
yeah.
amount in previous, same difference.
Yeah, put the pinky up. This is a Hubertism. This is something I've been using for all my classes for years. I do not know if it's in another class. I don't know if it's in another book, but this is what I've used for years. New minus old over old. So, what is our new? 301 minus 239 over 239 multiplied by 100. What about the million, Hubert? Well, it doesn't really matter because that's just a bunch of zeros. Okay, you're here to find the percent change, so you really don't care about the zeros. Now, if they were not zeros, then it would make a difference. But since they're zeros, it doesn't matter. So 301 minus 239, I'll just do it on a calculator for you. And yes, you can use a calculator on this. So that would be, if I could work my calculator, 301 minus 239 divided by 239 multiplied by 100. And this is a standardized test question. They love to put these on a test. 25.94%. 25.94%. Somebody tell me, is that positive or negative?
Positive.
It's positive because it don't have a negative in front of it. If it was negative, it'd have a negative in front of it. So it's positive, so that means it's an increase. If it had a negative in front of it, the calculator would spit out a negative 25, and then it would be a decrease. So what does it say? Round to 1 decimal place. So that'd be 26%. And you got to hit the number lock, Hubert. Russians. Oh, Miss Grindle. You are now a terrorist, and you're also a person that supports white supremacy.
Oh, I knew that already.
Oh, you already knew that?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody sent that to me on Facebook.
Cool.
So
So,
now we're terrorists, and we enable white supremacy. All
do we
right.
have to take the test since the test is racist? Since
Oh,
math
it
is.
is? I didn't know
Yeah.
this was racist.
This is racist.
Yeah, the Oregon state government said that math is racist because it discriminates. So guess I'm not taking the test now.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I don't know how it's racist because it was racist against me when I graduated high school. I didn't know how to add fractions
Oh.
until I put some hard work into it, and then I got a math degree.
They
Anyway,
said
we're
you
not
can't ask to show
going
your
there.
work because it discriminates against like wrong answers and all. It's stupid.
Well, so what about the statement that if you're in the military, former military, a veteran, or a policeman, you condone white supremacy?
Oh my God, I can't believe he said that.
Yeah, he did.
I
All
know.
right. So anyway, that is 26%. And do we feel good about ourselves? Ooh, we don't.
Uh-oh.
I need some smokestacks for my pickup truck. Okay, excuse me. Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't read the directions. I rounded to the nearest whole number. I'm sorry.
1 decimal place, yeah.
Yeah, I need smokestacks on my pickup truck. That'll make me feel better about myself. All right, so here we go. Next question.
To be fair, no one said anything.
What?
I said, to be fair, no one said anything.
Okay. All right. Well, nobody says anything in here except for 2 people, so. All right, Ms.
I don't-
Williamson, I
I don't
hope
wanna
that helped,
interact.
even though I rounded wrong. I hope that helped. All right, next. 10.1, 45, like number 15. I feel like I'm doing y'all's homework. I've done 14, now I'm doing 15. All right,
I mean, that's what you're here for, right?
yeah, to do your work for you, yeah. that's
Yeah.
what I'm for. Determine the answer to the question. 8% of 39, this is of percent over 100, is of equals percent over 100. And I'm going to write it down. 8% of 39 is what number? And yes, this is a test question 4 or 5 times over and a standardized test question 4 or 5 times over. I'm going to get my highlighters out because I want to color. 3 colors, pink, orange, and yellow, is of and percent. That's how Adrian says it on Rocky 2 when they buy their new apartment. Percent. All right. So where's what? Somebody tell me what 8% is. Is that orange, pink, or yellow?
Orange.
It's orange. That 8 is going to go right there. Of is going to be yellow.
39.
Of 39. And of course, the last one is, and that's going to be pink. And this highlighter is about ready for file 13. All right, so 8% over 100 equals x over 39. Cross multiply. 100x is equal to 39 times 8. Now we're not going to use a calculator on this. Why? Because you don't need to. What's 8 times 40? 320, Hubert. 320 minus 8 is 312. What did I do, Hubert? Well, 8 times 40 is 320. And there's one difference between 40 and 39. So that's a set of 8. 1 times 8 is 8. So you subtract 8 and get 312. That's how you need to do double-digit numbers in your head. But it takes a lot of
Practice.
practice.
Don't
Yeah,
say
and
it.
hard work. Takes a lot of that. Divide by 100. Take it from somebody that used to wear the orange earphones with the white thing across the top of the head with the orange foam. 1/2 plus 1/2 is equal to 2 halves. 1, 2, so that's 3.12. Oops, I'm sorry. Can't see it. Pull it up a little bit. There we go. So 3.12. This is all of these percentage questions, you can pretty much bank money that they will be on my test and they will be on standardized tests. Now, if I see one that's outrageous, I'll tell you it's not going to be on my test. But so far, all of these homework questions that have been sent are good questions. This is number 55 in the book, number 19 online. So now I've gone from 14 to 15 to 19. At least y'all did a couple. Good. Feel like I'm doing homework, but you skipped a couple. That's good. According to the original Tippin page, oh my Lord, www.tippin.org. Can't believe we have people. We have a page that tells you how to tip. It is appropriate to tip waiters and waitresses 15 to 20% of the pre-tax restaurant bill. The Leesburg's dinner costs $40.25. So I'm going to write this down. Then the meal costs $40.25 before tax. And the tax is a nickel to the dollar, which is 5%. Okay, and so tip 18%. I'm writing down all this down. What is the tax? Okay, so A.
I can't see what you're doing.
I know. I'm writing everything down. Hold on. B
Okay.
is tip plus, and then C, total cost. Okay. Okay, now everybody should be able to do A, especially when you got 5 cents. Okay, you take the number you take the number of, this is the Walmart equation. Okay, tax plus. So is tips. So I'm going to put the Walmart equation right here. X plus percentage X is equal to total. Okay, now, what is the meal with the tax? Well, is this the total, or is this what it cost?
What's what it costs, the meal?
Okay, so it goes right here, 40.25 plus 0.05 times 40.25 is equal to the total. So I'm going to go to my handy dandy calculator. 40.25 plus, or times, sorry, 0.05. That's the taxes, $2.01. So 40.25 plus $2.01 is equal to plus 40.25, 42.26. 42.26. So the meal plus tax is $42.26. Now, however they do, I'm going to take my handy dandy highlighter and I'm going to highlight the tip in green. I'm sorry, the taxes in green. So how much taxes are on the meal? $2 and what? 1 cent. And I'm going to put that up here. $2.01. Okay, now, no coughing in class. All right, so the tip is on pre-tax also. So that's going to be 40.25 plus 0.18 times 40.25 is equal to the total. And that's going to be 40.25 plus, now let's figure the tip. And that's going to be Hold on a minute. I don't know what happened, but there. Okay, so clear 0.18 times 40.25. Oops. So the tip for this meal is $7.25. So I'm going to highlight that in orange because I'm going to put that at the top of the page also. And this is green. And this is going to be orange. And now you're going to add all three of them up. To get the total right here, you just add them up. That'd be plus 40.25. And just the tip plus the meal is 47.50. Total is equal to 47.50. Now that's the meal and the tip. This is the meal and taxes. But you don't want to add those up. You want to add all three of these up because that is how much the total is. So the total is 40.25 plus the tax plus the tip. And you add those up, 40.25 plus 201 plus 725. So the total cost of the meal is $49.51. Now, does anybody know a quicker and easier way to do this? This is how you do this. This is how you do it in the real world. Your meal costs $40.25. You got a 5% tax and an 18% tip. 5% tax and an 18% tip. Well, first of all, don't work with 18. Raise that up to what? 20. And cut this off at 40. $40, your meal costs $40. 5%, what's 5% and 20%? 25%, Hubert. That's right, class. So instead of racking your brain, you multiply 40% times 25. Now, what's 10% of 40? 10% of 40 is $4, Hubert. That's right. Therefore, 20% is what? $8.
$8.
Thank you. Therefore, 5% of 40 would be $2. So 25% would be $10. Add $10 to $40, and you get $50. That's the way it's done in the real world. Nobody does this in a restaurant. Nobody sits there with a calculator and does this in a restaurant. Now, you give the waitress $50, and that extra 49 cents can go toward the tax or whatever. If you figured in 5% tax, so you're covered there. So the waitress or waiter would get that extra 49 cents if you estimated it. But anyway, that's how you do the problem by academia standards. So our answer is 49.51. That's how you do it in the real world. 49.51. Let's check our answer so we can feel good about ourselves. 49.51. Uh-oh. Must be a rounding issue.
No, it's gonna ask what's A and then B and then C. It's gonna ask each.
Oh, I'm
individually.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, so let me go back to my drawing. 2.01 is the tax. 2.01. And 7.25. And our final answer is 49.51. There we go. Now I don't have to wear sunglasses in the building. I got a meeting today at 1:20. All right, next one. Delete. And this is 10.1, number 70 in the book, number 24 online. All right, got a good skip right there from 19 to 24. That's good. I don't feel like I'm doing your homework now. Click. There we go. And Kane's Furniture. Yeah, this is a test question. Anything having to do with discount. Walmart equation. If it asks for the original price, let's see what it says. Kane's Furniture Store advertised a table at 21% discount. Dang old table. $21 off. The original selling price was $121. And the sale price was $100. So I thought I was reading something wrong there. And the sale price is $100. Was the sale price consistent? Well, we got to find out what this is. So just fill in the Walmart equation. X minus percentage X is equal to 100. And this is going to be 121 minus percent times 121 is equal to 100. And I'm going to change, since we don't know X, hold on. Since we don't know X, since we don't know the percent, I'm going to change that percent into X. So 121 minus 121X is equal to 100. And now you got an algebra equation, which you should have seen algebra. Even though we're going into algebra next, you should be able to do this because you've had algebra to get into the class. But I'm going to scoot it down a little bit. I'm going to subtract 121. And that leaves me with negative 121x is equal to, well, what's 100 minus 121? Negative 21, Hubert. And I'm going to go down here and finish it. Divide by negative 121. Divide by negative 121. X is equal to, take my handy dandy calculator. And I'm not worried about the negatives because a negative divided by negative is a positive, so you don't have to worry about that. And that's going to be 21 divided by 121. And I get 17%. So X is equal to 17.36%. Is it consistent with the 21% off?
No.
No, it is not. So let's see what the question asks. And I'm going to give you a second or two to finish writing that down. Okay, so let's look at what they got. No, the sale price was blank, higher, and it should have been. No, the sale price was. I don't understand what they're asking. I thought they wanted the percent. Was the sale price consistent?
No, they want the difference. I solved that differently than you did.
Okay, well, I think they're going to ask for the. I think they're going to ask for the percent eventually. All right. No, the price was $21. I don't understand how they. I don't understand what they're doing here. 4.41. Okay, hold on a second. I don't know what they're doing here. Okay, advertised a table at 21% discount. The original selling price was 121, and the sale price, the original selling price, the original, that's what the regular price was $121, and the sale price was 100. Was the sale price consistent with the ad? No, it's not. We got 17.36%, and they're advertising at 21%. But how did they get that number? I'm going to look see how they got it. Oh, they're using new minus old over old.
Yeah, you're supposed to use the proper markdown and then subtract the difference.
I have never seen this before.
Yeah, that's what I.
Selling price minus original price. That's new minus old. Dealer's cost. Well, how in the heck do you know dealer's cost? Unless that's what you're finding. This ain't right. This is out of the spectrum of what we've been doing. No, this ain't. Hold on, let me see.
Thank you for also being confused.
Yeah, this is out of the.
Yeah, I had to get my dad to help me with this one because I didn't get it either.
No, this is not what we are doing right now. This right here was not even in the book, I don't think. It might be, I don't know. Okay, let me see what they're doing here.
I thought maybe it was trying to be consistent with the one where you had to like do old and new, like the dates one.
New minus old over old.
Right, I thought it was kind of like that, only it was doing it with prices, maybe. I'm not sure, to be honest.
All right, this is discount. We figured the percentage, if that's not what they want. They don't want the percentage. Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on just a second. I found, multiply 17. What is 17% of 121? See if it comes out to be 4.41. Hold on a second. 0.1736 multiplied by 121. No. I thought that I would get to $4, but I don't. See, what they're doing is they're introducing something into this problem that we've never seen before, and that's the markup. And I don't see how they can bring that in. Okay, I'm gonna write it down for you, and I'm gonna explain it to you, but I don't agree with it, if that makes sense. All right, so the markup is gonna be the discount. I'm gonna put discount right here. Discount percentage equals the selling price minus the original price. So the selling price minus the original over the dealer's cost. Multiplied by 100. Well, the X is what you don't know. This right here is what you don't know, which we haven't even discussed it. And this don't make any sense. So I would rewrite this as, let's go with, hold on a second. Yeah, let me get out of this. 21%, so 0.21 is equal to selling, that would be 100 minus 121 over X times 100. If that makes sense. That's going to give you, you're going to divide by 100 on both sides. That'd be a negative 21%. Negative point, yeah, you're going to have to divide by 100 on both sides. Okay, that's where the 100, okay. This is way out of, I've never seen this before. All right, so when you divide by 100, this is 21%. I'm gonna rewrite this. 21% equals this. Divide by 100, divide by 100, and that's going to give you 0.21 is equal to 100 minus 121 over X. Multiply both sides by X. Sorry. And that's going to give you 0.21X is equal to negative 21. Divide by 0.21, divide by 0.21. And that's going to be negative. This is not a test question. Hell, I don't even know where this question come from. Negative 0.21 or negative 21 divided by 0.21. This doesn't make any sense. What's 100 minus 121? Ain't that negative 21?
Yep.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I know this is my question that you're helping me, but it's 118.
Okay.
But continue because I'm still lost.
This is I'll have to go over this one Wednesday. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna take it off. I'll open up the homework, 10.1 homework. I'll leave it open. Let me take the roll right quick. I'll fix that right after class and leave the 10.1 homework open until Wednesday. When's the test due? Wednesday?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, that'll still work because That way you can still do 10.1 homework. That question, I'm gonna have to research that question because I haven't seen that question before. Okay, let me go over the. Give me a second to pull up attendance and watch it log me out.
Somehow I was able to do that question correctly, but now that I look over my notes, I don't know how I did.
Well, don't feel bad. That's not. I've never seen that question before. It must be one that they've come up with this new book. But it's way out of what we need to be doing.
Okay.
So hold on, I'm pulling up. I got to pull up. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and shut down the recording and shut down the